We got married.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Come on.
It feels great. I feel great right now, except my finger feels like it's gonna fall
No,
off.
he loves it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It just feels like there's just nothing to worry about right now.
Yes.
It's awesome. After months and months of just worrying about everything, I'm so glad that
it's over.
Yeah. We're most excited about what's yet to come.
I love you.
When your legs don't work like they used to before, and I can't sweep you off of your feet, will your mouth still remember the taste of my love? Will your eyes still smile from your cheek?
Baby, I will be loving you till we're 70. And baby, my heart could still fall as hard at 23. I'm thinking about how
people fall in love in mysterious ways. Maybe just a touch of a hand. And me, I fall in love with you every single day. And I just wanna tell you I am.
We looked at a lot of dresses. A lot of dresses. And I looked terrible, basically. Terrible in all the dresses. So my sister was like, put a bigger dress on. And I'm like, oh, I don't know. I didn't want that. Her dress was massive, like this around. And I was like, I don't want that. But when I finally put on a bigger dress, I was like, oh, this is what I want. So now I always tell people, I'm like, oh, you'll have no idea. Like what you pinned on Pinterest, I got a complete opposite of what I pinned on Pinterest.
So why are we here today? Sheri and Dan are getting married.
Nothing much. Someone might be getting married. Maybe me.
I'm psyched. I'm super excited.
I'm doing great.
Get to begin spending the rest of my life with the woman that I am very much in love with.
They're a great couple, and it's exciting to see them tie the knot.
The good fit there for them was that Dan is really a really caring, loving guy, and Sheri the same way, and they both are kind of carefree and but still focused.
I've known the couple for about 4 years now when they first started dating.
I have known Sheri for about 17 years. We met in gym class over our dislike of gym class.
I first met him when we were 5 or 6 years old in elementary school.
I have known Dan since high school, and I have known Sheri since I met my wife, pretty much, and that's like 5 years now.
So honey, now take me into your loving arms. Kiss me under the light of 1,000 stars. Place your head on my beating heart. Thinking out loud, maybe we found love right where we are.
Oh my god, that. Congratulations. I love you. Breathe. Have fun. Enjoy yourself. Gorgeous, lovely.
woke from a dream. Her head was on fire. Well, was he so nervous?
Dan, I love you. I'm so excited to get married. I can't wait to see you. It's gonna be awesome, just like you said it would be.
Sheri, I love you with all my heart, and I'm just like so excited to be with you forever. And I'm happy that I met you and you met me, and we're able to be together forever.
He took her to the park. She crossed her arms and lowered her eyelash.
Hello. Can I turn around?
Yes.
Somebody's gonna ask you
Yes.
a question that you should say yes to once in your life. Maybe tonight I got a question for you.
All right, I'm ready.
You ready?
I'm ready. Let me take a picture now.
I think so. Yes.
She'd had no idea. Started to cry. She said in a good way.
So my maid of honor and one of his groomsmen were dating at the time, married now.
I introduced them.
He introduced them.
As many of you might or might not know, Lauren and myself are the two that paired those two together.
Why did I think Dan and Sheri would be a good fit? Well, Dan is really unique, and Sheri has a lot of her own quirks, and I thought that they just would mesh really well together.
Yes, technically all my fault. And you're welcome.
They separately told us, hey, come out with me. Well, I got, hey, come out with me, we'll have fun, don't talk to the guys, it's fine, whatever. Dan got,
Hey, this girl looked at all your Facebook pictures. She thinks you're really hot.
yeah, because girls do that.
So it's actually a really funny story. Behind it is how we paired them together.
Sheri was kind of feeling down when the night that they actually met, and I was like, you have to come out, you have to come out, you have to come to this wine tasting thing with me.
Having a really bad day, my maid of honor convinced me to go out with her.
Because it's gonna be me and the three guys, and I can't be with Dan, Derek, and my husband Ryan.
But the funny thing is, I don't think Sheri knew. Sheri didn't know that it was really a setup. We actually had another friend, Derek, who we thought was gonna be perfect for Sheri. And Dan actually was like, hey Derek, what are you doing tonight? And he's like, hey man, yeah, come on, I'm gonna go meet this girl. I think I'm gonna start dating Ryan's friend.
And we went to a wine tasting at a vineyard in Jersey, and she said, don't worry, you don't have to talk to anybody, just hang out with me, no big deal.
So they go, he's totally awkward with the interaction, doesn't work out.
And I tell her, I was like, Lauren, your boyfriend's friends, they like drink a lot. They know this is a free wine tasting and they bought bottles of wine, right? And she's like, yeah, that happens.
So we all just ended up having some drinks at Heritage Winery, head over to Landmark in Glassboro.
And then we went to a bar, and I ended up sitting next to Dan. We ended up talking. He was really funny and really sweet, and I really enjoyed talking to him, which I still do. We don't actually really talk for the first couple hours or so, yeah.
Until after the buffalo wings.
And I don't know how she fell in love with Dan, but he got the hottest wings possible at Landmark.
And I guess Dan felt the need to either impress Sheri, or maybe he really liked the hot wings, and he was like, I want the hottest wings on the menu.
You probably heard Dan ordered the hottest wings on the menu, and the waitress even said to him, you know, they're like really hot, and he's like, got this.
So the first night that I met her, I decided that it would be really smart to get the hottest wings on the menu and eat them.
And he ate them all and was sweating profusely. I guess nothing says first impressions better than like sweating over your date, so.
Pouring sweat, obviously super attracted to him because pouring sweat is awesome.
Dripping sweat all the way down. It was really disgusting.
And was profusely sweating at the table, like taking her napkin and wiping himself down.
She still liked me after that, so I knew, okay, this girl might be a keeper. So I have to do everything that I can to keep her.
Well, it's a good thing it's not a deal breaker because the sweat has continued.
But at the end of that, somehow they ended up in the parking lot for their first kiss.
Well, I didn't see a whole lot other than from my car as I was kind of spying on them.
I was in the parking lot, yeah, I did have to witness it.
I guess you guys didn't know that, but maybe you did, I don't know. And it was just awesome because I kind of felt like, oh, this is good.
I kissed her, and she ended up like walking away and tripping over a curb and falling on the ground. And
Then they walked out into the parking lot and Sheri had her own graceful moment where she fell.
He didn't catch me, gentleman that he is. Let me fall on my butt on the ground. He did reach down and pick me up though, so it wasn't a total loss.
And Dan caught her, and I guess she literally fell in love with him.
I don't actually know what happened because the ground was fairly flat. He is a tall dude, so I guess I must have just come down and sat right on my butt.
And then I picked her up. It was pretty classic. Yeah. She's awesome. She looks awesome. Amazing. You're beautiful. You are beautiful.
So text me in the morning, tell me you still love me. I don't believe a single word. You tell me it's insane, I'll tell you you're pretty. We could spend the night if you're still sure. But text me in the morning.
The transition from Dan just being some random guy to Dan being the boyfriend, potential life mate,
I think it actually happened pretty quickly. They started, escalated right into a serious relationship.
Sheri is very private and she keeps a lot inside, and when I would ask her about it, she tried to play real cool, and that's for me kind of when I knew, oh, this is a little bit more.
Because Lauren and I were in one, and being so close to us, they were like, well, I think we should probably be in one too with them. This sounds like fun. All four of us can hang out.
Because if she wasn't interested, we would never hear about him again. But the fact that I was like, oh yeah, you're still hanging out with Dan? She was like, yeah, we're just hanging out. And I was like, nope, not just hanging out means you're definitely doing more than just hanging out.
I knew I loved Dan probably way earlier than he will, well, I don't know, maybe he admitted earlier to you than to me.
Probably 10 minutes after I met her, because she put up with the hot sauce incident that is now so famous.
The third day that we spent together. So we spent actually this entire weekend together. We met on Friday night. Saturday night, I went out with them again.
And she just seemed really happy and really at ease. And they were spending a ton of time together. Like Ryan and I would go on marathon dates. They were doing marathon dates.
And Dan called me as one of his late night calls, and he was living at home at the time after he was in grad school and he was living at home. So he called me on a Saturday night and he said, Mom, can I bring this girl home tonight to sleep at our house because there was a big storm looming and she lives in New Jersey and, can she sleep on our couch? So I'm like, oh yeah, she can come, she can sleep.
And then Sunday, we go to brunch, and Dan seems to be like, I don't want to hang out with you, and in my head I'm like, but I still want to hang out with you.
And I came down the next morning and there was this little body laying on my living room or my family room couch. Lo and behold, it was Sheri, and she kind of never left.
From the beginning, it always felt like it was supposed to be there. It always felt easy.
They really liked each other when they first started dating, and they would spend the entire weekends together at either Dan's house with his mom or at Sheri's house with her parents in New Jersey.
And in the past I've wondered, when is this going to happen for me? And honestly with Dan, I didn't ever wonder because I just figured it would happen.
So that was when, they were just starting to date and they got, closer and closer, and Sheri would spend, first one night and then maybe 2 nights, and then it became a weekend with an add-on of Friday. So she was a very frequent visitor at our home.
I think we're getting married.
I think so.
Are we?
Yeah.
You gonna make it?
As long as I walk down the aisle, we're getting married.
Okay, I'll be up there, so you come to me. I'll fish with you.
Please don't do it.
I'm going to.
Please don't do it.
Married? No, married.
We're getting married.
I love you. I'm proud of you. I told it all to him already.
Thank you for creating me to be here today.
Well, it's a great occasion. Dan and Sheri getting married. We've been waiting for this, and we're here to celebrate it, be part of the festivities, and wish them a long and happy life.
It's been a great fellowship to see the family, extended family, and all of the new friends and new family. So it's a beautiful day.
I first met Sheri at a dinner with Dan, and had not really known much about her until that night. And we had an opportunity to have a few glasses of wine, great dinner, good conversation, and I came away with that knowing that these two were a perfect match. She's a very authentic, beautiful young lady, and we're very happy to have her in our family.
I had the opportunity to meet her the first in our home in California, and she and Dan came to visit us and meet us and Grace, our daughter, and it was a lovely time. We had so much fun. We took her to Disneyland. I think we had many wonderful nights sitting out by the fire in California sun, so it was very, very special.
I guess I would ask Dan and Sheri, as they start their new journey in life together, that each day they think about the importance of one another to each other, and to always look for something to have fun about, to laugh, to love one another, to be devoted to one another, and to enjoy life to its fullest. And I know they can, and I know they will. And actually we're looking for some grandkids too, so maybe they can make that work.
Awesome.
And last but not least, humor goes a long way. Negotiate. Remember when I first got to meet him, we took him to amusement park in LA at
Universal Studios.
Universal Studios, and he had been all of maybe 7, 8, or 9. And we went took through the tram, and there's a big, huge gorilla. It has like banana breath as you travel through it. He always used to be so scared of it. It took him about 3 years experience to get on that tram and not be afraid of that gorilla, but he survived.
Yeah, I have a good story about Dan. Dan's grandfather, Paul Greenberg, is an engineer and ran the engineering department at the University of Pennsylvania. So always thought Dan would have some engineering in his DNA. So one summer, when he was about 10 or 12, he came out to our home in Chicago, and I decided that a great project would be to build a deck on the back of the house, which would be about 40 feet long, 20 feet wide, and a lot of different angles. And so went out and purchased all the wood, got the saws, got the nails, the screws, and thought Dan would just like take to it like a duck to water. And it lasted about 1 hour that he wanted to help, and then he decided he wanted to do something different. So I still had to build the deck, but he hung around and with our pets and everything and ran around. So I don't think he's the engineering type, and I think Sheri's probably figured that out.
The day he was asking John for her hand in marriage, we went out to a bar for some drinks. And he kept trying to get rid of Sheri, but Sheri wasn't having any. She had said to her, "Oh, Sheri, why don't you go up to the bar and get a couple of drinks?" "No," she said, "why don't you go up and get a couple of drinks?" So she just wouldn't leave. And finally the thing that got her away is she had to go to the bathroom. And then that's when he asked John for her hand in marriage.
That went very well. I'm very happy that Dan is going to be my new son-in-law. He's a great guy. Happy that Sheri's with him, and it's going to be a great family togetherness.
He actually he was asking everybody's kind of opinion, about how we should propose and everything. And I don't know if it's we told him or maybe friends told him, but I know I said it would be something that you both enjoy to do together.
So we love our dog Wesley. He's a little bundle of joy, and I wanted to include him in everything.
So Dan asked me to marry him in front of Independence Hall. we walk our dog a lot in the city, and it was a really like unseasonably hot late September day.
To preface this, I had the ring in my like wallet, wrapped up in tissue, like toilet paper, because I wanted to be able to feel it in there so that I knew that it didn't fall out. So I just kept like reaching my hand into my pocket.
So, oh, this is the best part. I come out and I'm wearing like a tank top and like sweatpants, and he goes, "Are you wearing that?" And I go, "Yeah, I'm wearing this." I should have known then, because I'm like, why does he care what I wear for the walk?
We like to walk the dog, and we walk him like 5 miles at a time through the city, basically trying to sweat him to death.
He's very hyper.
Yes.
No, and I had no idea. This is the whole thing. His friend actually called him while we were walking to be like, "Did you do it yet?" And I'm like, "That's so weird. You're taking a call from your friend. Whatever."
Yeah.
So we take our dog, we walk. Independence Hall is about 2.5 miles from our apartment. Like I said, unseasonably hot. The dog looks like he's going to fall over. His tongue's hanging out of his mouth. We're not sure how he's gonna make it. I'm like, "Dan, is the dog okay? Dan, is the dog okay?" And he's like, "Dog's fine. Dog's fine."
He looked like he was probably gonna die. So I was like, "Yeah, this is a good place as any. Let's do it."
And he kneels down, he says, "I'm gonna check on the dog." He says, he's looking at the dog, and he goes,
He told me that like he wanted us to be his parents forever. So I was like, "Sheri, he wants us to be his parents forever."
"Sheri, the dog just told me that he wants us to be his parents forever. Will you marry me?" And I said, "Are you kidding?"
She's like, "What? What are you talking about? Is he gonna die?" And I'm like, No. Will you marry me?" And she's like, "What?"
And he said, no, not kidding, this is happening.
And I'm like, "No, seriously, I have a ring. I have a ring. Look at this ring. Like, what do we have to do? Like, I got this ring, so let's do this." She's like, "Oh my God." I'm like, "So will you actually marry me?" And she's like, "Yes." Yeah, she said yeah. Tourists clapped.
Yes, tourist club.
Birds flew by and babies cried. Like, it was amazing.
And I said, "Yes, of course." We kissed, we did get a few claps.
Then we were like, "Let's get out of here before anybody else sees us."
Basically hightailed it out of there.
And when it happened, none of us were really surprised. We were just kind of like, "Yay, congratulations."
And she doesn't believe it until I actually like take it out of the box and like give it to her.
So I originally didn't believe when Dan proposed to me, because not only had he fake proposed before, for his own enjoyment.
Because I used to joke about proposing to her. And I would fake propose to her.
He also never ever talked about getting married. He used to tell me all the time, "Sheri, let's have a baby. Sheri, when we have kids," and never ever talked about getting married. And
She believed me eventually. After she actually like examined it, she was like, "Oh, this is real." This is real. Yeah, I was like, "No, this is a real ring. It's real. This is really happening right now. So look at it. It's real."
In your eyes, the light, the heat, I'm complete. See the doorway, the 1,000 churches, resolution of all the ruthless soldiers. Oh, I see the light and the heat. Oh, I wanna be that complete. I wanna touch the light, the heat I see in your eyes.
We're here today to witness the uniting marriage of Mr. Daniel Runk and Miss Sheri Dan. This occasion marks a celebration of love and commitment with which this man and this woman will begin their lives together. So I ask you, sir, who presents this woman in marriage to this man?
Her father.
Maybe shake his hand. You may all please be seated. I know you're excited, but don't you kiss him. Okay. So good evening and welcome to the ceremony that will unite Dan and Sheri in marriage. We gather here today to celebrate their union and to honor the commitment they are about to make to one another. Today, this young couple proclaims their love to the world, and we rejoice with and for them. In marriage, we give ourselves freely and generously into the hands of the one we love. And in doing so, each of us receives the love and the trust of the other as our most precious gift. But even as this gift is shared by two people who are in love, it also touches all the friends and family members who in various ways have supported and contributed to this relationship. All of you are this young couple's community, and each of you has played some part in bringing them to this moment. This is why gathering as a community is such an important part of a wedding ceremony, because this young couple is taking on a new form as a married couple, and they will join their community in a brand new way. And you ladies, and you gentlemen, you are some of their closest friends. That's why they have asked for you to stand with them today. So always love them, support them, and encourage them. And as you do today, always be there for them, right beside them. Dan and Sheri, we're here to remember and rejoice with you, and to recount with one another that it is love that guides you on your path, and to celebrate as you begin this journey together. It is in this spirit that you have come here today to exchange your vows. You know, you two have known each other from that first glance of acquaintance until this point of commitment. At some point, you decided to marry. From that moment of yes to this moment of yes. Indeed, you've been making commitments in an informal way. You know, those conversations were held in the car, over a meal, during long walks, all those conversations that began with, when we're married, and continued with, I will and you will. All those late night talks that included someday and somehow. All those common things and more are the real process of your wedding. The symbolic vows that you're about to make are a way of saying to one another, you know, all those things we promised, we hoped, we dreamed. Well, I meant it all, every word. So look at one another and remember this moment in time. Because before this moment, you've been many things to one another. You've been acquaintances, friends, companions, lovers. But most of all, you've been teachers, because you've learned much from one another these past few months. Shortly, you will say a few words that'll take you across a whole new threshold of life. And things between you will never quite be the same. Because after today, you will look to your world, and you, young lady, will say, this is my husband. And Dan, you will say, this is my wife. Just don't kiss me.
Got it.
So Daniel, while you look at that pretty young lady, repeat after me. First thing, just tell her you love her.
I love you.
Sheri, you are my best friend.
Forever. You are my best friend. Sheri.
Forever.
Today I give myself to you in marriage.
Today I give myself to you in marriage.
Keep in mind, you two wrote these. I promise to encourage you and inspire you.
I promise to encourage you and inspire you.
To laugh with you and comfort you.
To laugh with you and comfort you.
I promise to love you in the good times and in the bad.
I promise to love you in the good times and the bad.
I promise to cherish you.
I promise to cherish you.
And to always hold you in the highest regard.
And to always hold you in the highest regard.
These things I give you today.
These things I give you today.
And all the days of our lives.
And all the days of our lives.
Please do me the same. First thing.
Your turn. Yeah. You
Dan.
tell me that you love me.
I love you.
Dan, you are my best friend.
Dan, you are my best friend.
Today I give myself to you in marriage.
Today I give myself to you in marriage.
I promise to encourage you and inspire you.
I promise to encourage you and inspire you.
To laugh with you and comfort you.
To laugh with you and comfort you.
I promise to love you in the good times and in the bad.
I promise to love you in the good times and in the bad.
I promise to cherish you.
I promise to cherish you.
And to always hold you in the highest regard.
And to always hold you in the highest regard.
These things I give you today.
These things I give you today.
And all the days of our lives.
And all the days of our lives.
You know, we use the word love so much, so often in wedding ceremonies. But I want you two to understand that the key to love isn't just one thing that you can put your finger on. Key to love is a lot of little things. The key to love is understanding. That's the ability to comprehend not only the spoken word, but those unspoken gestures, the little things that say so much by themselves. The key to love is forgiveness. That's to accept each other's faults and pardon their mistakes without forgetting, but with remembering what you have learned from them. The key to love is sharing. Yes, that's facing your good fortunes as well as your bad. Together, both of you conquering problems, forever searching for ways to intensify your happiness. The key to love is giving, without thought of return, but with the hope of maybe just a simple smile. And by giving in, but together, never giving up. And the key to love is respect. Realizing that, yes, you are two separate people, sometimes with different ideas, and that you don't belong to each other, but that you belong with each other because you share an absolute mutual bond. You know, for thousands of years, lovers have exchanged rings as a token of their vows. These simple gold bands are not of great value in themselves. You two make them precious by your wearing of them. It's your outwardly expression on a daily basis of your commitment to another. Your rings say that even in your uniqueness, you have chosen to be bound to another. So let your rings also be a sign that love has substance as well as maybe part of your soul, a present as well as a past. And despite maybe an occasional sorrow, love really is a circle of happiness, wonder, delight. Could I have that one?
You brought it, right? You got it, okay. Oh, I take it? Okay.
While you place it on that young lady's finger, repeat after me. Sheri, I give you this ring.
Sheri, I give you this ring.
As a symbol of my eternal love.
As a symbol of my eternal love.
With all that I am.
With all that I am.
And all that I have.
And all that I have.
I will honor you.
I will honor you.
As I have given you my hand to hold.
As I have given you my hand to hold.
And my heart to cherish.
And my heart to cherish.
Now I give you my life to keep.
Now I give you my life to keep. With this ring. Right here.
Why you place it on Dan's finger?
Yes.
And with this ring I thee wed.
Dan, with this ring I thee wed.
I pledge my love and commitment.
I pledge my love and commitment.
With all that I am.
With all that I am.
And all that I have.
And all that I have.
I will honor you.
I will honor you.
As I have given you my hands to hold.
As I have given you my hands to hold.
And my heart to cherish.
And my heart to cherish.
Now I give you my life to keep.
Now I give you my life to keep.
Told you. It fits.
Just hold it. So we all just bow our heads for sure for the prayer. Gracious Heavenly Father, I thank you for a most beautiful day. And I thank you for this gathering of family and friends for this blessed occasion. I pray that Dan and Sheri always need one another, but certainly not out of lack. May they entice one another, but not compel one another. May they succeed in all important ways with one another and not fail in the little graces. May they look for little things to praise and often say, I love you. I pray, Lord, that you grant them patience and tolerance and understanding. I pray that you bless this young couple, Lord. Keep them in the palm of your hand and love in their hearts. In God's name we pray. Amen. Mother, would you please join me? Mother, would you also please join me and just stand where you sit? Now, ladies and gentlemen, last thing I have to do now is pronounce this young couple husband and wife. And they will have their very first wedded kiss. Now, we all know that's a very special kiss. And through their marriage, there's going to be a lot of special occasions, a lot of special kisses, and creating a lot of special memories. But that leaves them today with their last single kiss. So for all the love, support, and encouragement through all the years that have brought them to this moment, they would like to give their last single kiss to the one that gave them their very first kiss.
We thought we would surprise you with that.
We didn't know this.
Yeah, we didn't tell you.
She got 2 kisses.
All right, you got it. All right. All right. Thank you. All right.
Thank you. You know, love is the reason this day was chosen by you both, to begin your lives together. Love is the reason why you both will give with all your hearts for the good of each other. And love is the reason that together you become one. One in hope, one in believing in each other, and one in sharing your coming years. Ladies and gentlemen, friends and family, Dan and Sheri have declared before all of us that they will live together in marriage. They have made special promises to each other. They have symbolized the uniting by joining of their hands, taking of their vows, and exchanging their rings to represent their individual souls are now becoming as one. So therefore, on your behalf, as their family, their friends, their loved ones, and their community, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss your bride. Woo! Now, ladies and gentlemen, one last tradition, if you would roll with me.
I get to break this glass. All right. How many times?
1, 2, 3. Ladies and gentlemen, my great privilege to present you Mr. and Mrs. Daniel Ronk. Woo!
You did it. I did it in one shot.
I know. You did a good job.
Good job,
Sun's bright.
I know. I got bling.
I know.
All right, Dan, we love you.
Okay, the best is yet to be. Love you.
I hope they have the best marriage possible, and I hope it's as great as mine been with my wife.
And it's not going to be perfect. You're going to have your ups and downs, but you will work through it. You'll have your laughter. You'll have your tears. Just stick together, talk to each other, and be open with each other.
You know, I'm so thrilled that I'm gaining a daughter or a daughter-in-law that I can spoil and buy things for. And I think she is the perfect partner for my wonderful son.
Congratulations on your wedding day. Lauren and I always knew this would happen from the very first time that you met each other at Heritage. Okay, that might be a little bit of a lie, but shortly after that, we knew that you two were perfect for each other.
I love you guys so much. It was so special that I got to know you individually as such good friends, and then to see you guys together, you guys are just even better together than you are individually. So
best of luck to you guys. Lauren and I both love you. All the best.
Thank you for letting me be a part of your special day. Dan, thanks for introducing me to my husband. I felt it was only fair that I had to introduce you to your wife. So I love you guys so much.
Congratulations, we love you both and we wish you all the health and wealth and happiness in the world. Congratulations on this big day.
Come with me now. Come with me now. Come with me now. I'm gonna take you down. Come with me now. I'm gonna show you how. Come with me now. I'm gonna take you down. Come with me now. I'm gonna show you how. Afraid to lose control and caught up in this world. I was born without this fear. Now only this seems clear. I need to move, I need to fight. I need to lose myself tonight. Go with me now. I'm gonna take you down. Go with me now. I'm gonna show you how. I think with my heart and I move with my head. I open my mouth and it's something I've read. I stood at this door before I'm told, but a part of me knows that I'm growing too old. Confused what I thought was something I felt. Confused what I feel was something that's real. I tried to sell my soul last night. Funny, you wouldn't even take a bite. Far away, I heard him say, come with me now. Don't delay. Him say, come with me now. Far away, I heard him say, come with me now. Don't delay. I heard him say, come with me now. Go with me now. I'm gonna take you down. Go with me now. I'm gonna show you how.
One simple question to ask all of our guests. Are you guys ready to have a good time tonight? Now, ladies and gentlemen, that guy right there is the loudest guy here. We got a problem. First of all, that's just not gonna cut it. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a Saturday night. On top of that, we got well over 100 people here. And on top of all that, you guys have been drinking for well over an hour. So I know you guys are getting ready to go. I'm gonna ask you all one more time. Are you guys ready to have a good time tonight? That's what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. So without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, at his seat, I'd like to recognize the groom's grandfather, Mr. Paul Greenberg. And next, ladies and gentlemen, through the doors, I'd like to recognize the parents of the bride, Mr. and Mrs. John Beatra. Following them, ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for the parents of the groom, Mr. and Mrs. Randy Runk. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, also with them, the mother of the groom, Ms. Randy Runk. And following them, ladies and gentlemen, we have our first couple from our bridal party. Make some noise for Ms. Grace Runk, escorted by Mr. Brandon Harris. Following them, ladies and gentlemen, we have Miss Pamela Wachter, escorted by Mr. Dustin Smale. And next, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Mrs. Amanda Vega, escorted by Mr. Ryan Tompkins. Following them, ladies and gentlemen, I need you guys to make some noise, as much noise as you can, I should say, for the matron of honor, Mrs. Lauren Tompkins, escorted by the best man, Mr. James Tucker. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for the moment you have all been waiting for, if you could all please rise it is my privilege and honor to introduce to you for the second time in public, the brand new Mr. and Mrs. Daniel Rung.
If you were in my class, there ain't no way I can pass. I hate English, gym, and not to mention, I can't even afford to pay my attention. No philosophy could ever come between us, but we'll always have our calculus. My calculus, it says you plus me equals us.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, one more time, let's make some noise for the brand new Mr. and Mrs. Runk.
When your legs don't work like they used to before, and I can't sweep you off of your feet, will your mouth still remember the taste of my love? Will your eyes still smile from your cheek? Darling, I will be loving you till we're 70. And baby, my heart could still fall as hard at 23. And I'm thinking about how people fall in love in mysterious ways. Maybe just the touch of a hand. Well, me, I fall in love with you every single day, and I just wanna tell you I am. So honey, now take me into your loving arms. Kiss me under the light of 1,000 stars. Place your head on my beating heart. I'm thinking out loud, maybe we found love right where we are. When my hair's all but gone and my memory fades, and the crowds don't remember my name, when my hands don't play the strings the same way, I know you will still love me the same. 'Cause honey, your soul could never grow old, it's evergreen. Baby, your smile's forever in my mind and memory. I'm thinking about how people fall in love in mysterious ways. And maybe it's all part of a
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, one more time, let's make some noise for the brand new Mr. and Mrs. Daniel Runk.
Hello, everyone. I'm John Dietrich. I am the father of the bride and also father of my new son. I want to thank everyone for coming. My wife wants to thank you, Randy and Kate, and my two very beautiful new family here. I have been blessed with two children, two beautiful young girls. I'm very happy for them. This is really tough for me because they're my little girls, and I'm losing them. But I'm losing them to a great man, and I've lost them to another great man sitting at the table. So everyone have a great time, and congratulations and good luck. And I love you.
First, to Mrs. Amanda Vega to please come up and give the first of 3 toasts here this evening.
All right, I'm very nervous, and I'm not good at talking in a group of people, but here goes. All right. Hi, for everyone that doesn't know me, I'm Sheri's younger sister, Amanda. I'm honored to stand here today. Shit. And congratulate my sister on her beautiful wedding. There are no words in the dictionary that can explain the relationship with my sister. We aren't your average sisters. We had our fights, like when you borrowed my Jordan sneakers, when you went camping and got them muddy when I came home, or the time that I won my bingo money and I had to share it with you. I wasn't really happy. I'm bad at this. But that's what sisters do. No matter how much we bicker, we never lose sight of the love between us, the bond that always holds us together as sisters. I never thought anyone in this world was good enough to marry my sister, but she found the one that proved my thoughts wrong. We can all agree that when Dan stepped into her life, he was her true Prince Charming. And I came to know Dan as someone who not only makes my sister smile, but glow. I love the love between you two can be felt by every person in this room. There truly is no better day than when you marry your best friend. I used to believe that Dan was the lucky one to have my sister, but I've learned over the time that they are lucky to have each other. What they've have is so precious and special, and anyone can see that if you've seen them, that they're together for each other. Dan, I'm sorry. And Dan, I know you're a perfect man for my sister because you can put up with her crap. I know you'll treat her right for the rest of your life because just remember, if not, I did fist fight my best friend in middle school over my sister. So that's a warning. I want to welcome you to the family and say I'm glad to call you my brother-in-law. So on this day, your wedding day, I want to wish my big sister Sheri and her Prince Charming the very best happily ever after a girl could ever dream of. I love you two so much. Congratulations. No matter how much you say, I love you.
Next, we're gonna bring up the best man, Mr. James Tucker, to give the second speech here this evening.
How you guys doing this evening? All right, cool. My name's James Tucker, and I'm the best man, and Dan has been my best friend for going on 25 years now. I want to say more than 25, 26? 27? Okay. First off, I want to say thank you to the Dietrich family and to the Runks. This is an amazing gathering to celebrate the nuptials and the future for Mr. and Mrs. Daniel Runk. So I met Dan, as I mentioned, when we were 4 years old, 5 years old. children at Coopertown Elementary School. We did an after-school daycare program together. And the two of us have been getting into trouble ever since. From getting sent to the principal's office for pulling down our pants on the back of the school bus with Zach Pelshot in elementary school, when we started getting a little bit older, we would go to basketball camps together. And one time at Temple University basketball camp, I got in trouble for pulling the fire alarm in the dorm room because I wanted to see what would happen if you opened up the cover. And then later on, we became really good friends and played a lot of video games together, and we spent many, many hours, days upon days upon days playing Call of Duty together, talking to each other on a headset, staying up late into the evening. As we got a little bit older and graduated college, a lot of us went off and started to settle down and have long-term relationships with our find significant others, and Dan hadn't found that just yet. I remember, I think the time when when it hit me that Dan was ready to find his soulmate. He came down to Dewey Beach with my wife and I in August of 2011. And instead of hanging out and trying to meet some of the other females there, Dan was more interested in drinking the entire bottle of Malibu rum by himself, Parrot Bay rum, and listening to Bruce Springsteen radio on satellite radio. You guys got to tell me another time. I'll tell you about the story about the time me and Dan walked into a bar in Rehoboth Beach. So it came to pass, a couple weeks later, Dan actually met Sheri through our mutual friends who will probably tell you the story. And then a couple weeks after that, it was Hurricane Sandy, when the entire East Coast got hit by that hard hurricane. And Sheri came over and spent the entire weekend at Dan's house. And I remember Dan calling me and saying, she's still here and like we're having a great time. And I was thinking to myself, what is happening? I've never seen this before. This girl just hanging out with Dan this whole time. And at Dan's mom's house, they were all together like one big commune, like having a good old time together. So that was when I first was introduced to Sheri. And then when I tried to think about the seminal moment of the Dan and Sheri story, I really had a hard time trying to figure that out because we've hung out together a lot of time. We're best friends. They're best friends with me and my wife. And it came to think of it, like this past year when Dan and Sheri were planning this wedding, Dan didn't really spend as much time going out and doing silly stuff with us. It was more that Dan was planning to start this life together with him and Sheri. So he was happy to come home from work after a long day, walk the dog, fix Sheri dinner, and spend the evening together with Sheri. And that's when I knew that Dan had found that woman that he was going to spend the rest of his life with. Dan and Sheri, congratulations. I wish you all the best of life and happiness and many babies. And may you two just have a great life together. Congratulations. Congratulations.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I need you guys to make even more noise than last time. Once again, the matron of honor, Mrs. Lauren Tompkins.
All right, take two. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Lauren, and I'm the matron of honor and best friend of the bride. I first want to start off by thanking Sheri and Dan for allowing me to be part of their special day and hosting this amazing wedding. I also want to thank the parents of our bride and groom, because without them raising these two amazing people, we wouldn't even be here today. Sheri, you look absolutely stunning. And Dan, I've never seen you look more handsome. And what strikes me the most is as I look at the two of you today is the complete, unfiltered, pure love and happiness that radiates between you both. For Sheri and I, our friendship started over 17 years ago in high school. We bonded over our mutual dislike of gym class, boy bands, and other teeny bopper things teenage girls do. Even back then, Sheri was the type of person you were just drawn to and wanted to be friends with. She had quite the impressive resume. She was a really talented gymnast, a really smart and hardworking straight-A student. She even graduated in the top 10 of our class of over 700. And most importantly, she was a caring and trustworthy friend. We would laugh over the silliest things, like her intense dislike of barbecue sauce, even so much that Pam and I put barbecue sauce all over her car one day. Or how she would put up with me rapping the latest Eminem song to her over and over, and when I would screw up the words, I would start over. You should be lucky I didn't wrap this for you. Countless nights were spent hanging either in her, Pam's parents' basement, laughing and gossiping, and more importantly, making fun of how she says certain words like milk instead of milk, or the wolves instead of wolves, or how she ends every word with an A, like Dana. We even had the best time just hopping in our cars and driving aimlessly around Washington Township. It was so easy to be myself around Sheri, and she always accepted everyone for being themselves. While some friendships grow apart after high school, Sheri and my friendship grew even closer, even though we were in different colleges. She was there through me through all of life's ups and downs. We shared in each other's successes and triumphs, as well as sorrows and struggles. She has been by my side for so much for so long, so I'm honored to stand by her side today. Now, as for Dan, he introduced me to my husband, so I thought it was only fair for me to return the favor and introduce him to his future wife. Even from the first date, Sheri thought Dan was really hot. And not in the sense that you're thinking. Dan ordered the hottest wings on the menu at Landmark. And even when the waitress said they were really hot and he should only have a few, he's like, no, bring me a lot, and he ate them. Nothing says true love more than sweating all over the place. But more seriously, Dan is such a genuine, compassionate, and funny guy. In the 5 years that I've known him, he has proven what a stand-up kind of man that he is, and I knew that this would be the person I would want my best friend to spend her life with. I have a really special relationship with the two of them because I got to know them individually and become my best friends, so I can see how much better they are together when they are with each other. One of my favorite things about Dan is the way he adores Sheri. I've never seen them be both more themselves than when they're with each other, as you could probably see from the first dance. Now, being a married woman myself, I thought it was only fair for me to give you some marital advice. So, first, your wife is never wrong. Second, in the case that your wife may be wrong, please refer back to rule number 1. And always tell her those 3 little words. You're right, dear. And lastly, as the years unfold, continue to look back on today and remember what brought you to this moment. No matter what life throws your way, trust in your love and there'll be no obstacle that you can't overcome. Now, if everyone could please raise their glass, I'd like to propose a toast to the new bride and groom. A wise man once said, life is not measured by the numbers of breaths that we take, but by the moments that take your breath away. Dan and Sheri, this is one of those moments. Congratulations.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, if you can give a rousing round of applause for all 3 wonderful toasts that we have here tonight. Tonight. And ladies and gentlemen, before we kick off the party here this evening, I actually would like to hand over the microphone one more time to the groom, as he actually has a few words to share with our guests here tonight. So ladies and gentlemen, once again, if I can have all of our guests' attention as I hand over the microphone to the groom to share a few words with us here this evening.
Sheri, come out here. I feel like I'm about to do a rap battle right now, or something like. I'm like Enrique Iglesias. Thank you everybody for coming tonight to celebrate our night together. Thank you, Batman and Captain America in the corner over there, for showing up. I'm glad that you guys were able to come. Where's Nick Fury? Where is he? Oh, okay. No. On a serious note, thank you, everybody, once again. Sheri, would you like to say something?
Thanks, everybody.
So we want to thank our parents. John and Andrea, thank you for welcoming me into your family. You guys are awesome. Yes, Randy boy, Randy girl. Thank you guys for helping make this happen. I'm here today because of you guys. I really want to thank my grandfather, who's in the back. picking me up from football practices and waiting in the parking lot at Haverford High School and just dragging me all over the place. I remember you bringing me to like elementary school, and all these trees went down, and we were driving around for like 4 hours trying to get me to school, and then school was closed. So, so then you took me home and you watched me for the day. So that was cool too. Like taking me to Dairy Queen when I wasn't allowed to eat, and that helped create this body that you see today. You walked the high iron for 50 years, and I hope that I can do the same. So, thank you. I love you, Pop-Pop. Thank you, everybody, for coming tonight. I don't really have a cool thing to say. I like talking on this microphone and hearing my voice, though. It's really interesting. A wise woman once said that a wise man once said that a wise man once said that life is not about the number of breaths you take, but the moments that take your breath away. So I've said that at every wedding that I've ever been in, which is a few. And thank you guys for being here and taking my breath away.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, a rousing round of applause for our groom here this evening. And ladies and gentlemen, to keep things moving along, I actually would like to keep the bride on the dance floor, and if I can have her father, please join her for a very special dance here this evening to Johnny Cash's You Are My Sunshine.
The other night, dear, as I lay sleeping, I dreamed I held you in my arms. When I awoke, dear, I was mistaken. So I bowed my head and I cried. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. I've always loved you and made you happy, and nothing else could come between. But now you've left me to love another. You have shattered all of my dreams. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are...
Here to celebrate Dan and Sheri's wedding. My daughter and my new son-in-law. I'm very happy. I'm very sad. It's my second daughter, and I'll have my little girls gone.
We have taken care of her for 30 years, maybe not so much within the last 2 or 3 since she's known Dan. And, you know, we'll love her as much as we do. And
we'll love him too.
and love him too. And he's the son we never had because we had 2 daughters. And Sheri always knows that she can always call and count on us whenever she needs anything. And I hope he would do the same thing because we love them both very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, if you could please put your hands together for Sheri and her father, Mr. John Dietrich. And ladies and gentlemen, just as the bride had shared in a dance with her father, at this time, if I can please have the groom escort his mother out onto the middle of the dance floor to share in a dance tonight to Boys to Men, A Song for Mama. Once again, if I can please have the groom escort his mother out to the middle of the dance floor. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, if you could please put your hands together for Dan and his mother upon sharing a very special dance together here this evening. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you all have left a little room in your stomach after all that wonderful food that we had, because there is still a beautiful cake that needs to be cut. So, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I'd like to invite our bride and groom to make their way on over for the cake cutting ceremony. All right, ladies and gentlemen, just a quick announcement. We got cake and a chipwich bar outside. Once again, guys, cake and a whole dessert bar right outside.
I'm looking deaf, yo, what's up, what I don't see? The girls was all jockey at the other end of the bar. Have a drink with some no-name chump when they know that I'm the star. So I got up and strolled over to the other side of the cantina. I asked the guy, why you so fly? He said, funky cold Medina. Chicks, put a lid on Medina in your glass, and the girls will come real quick. It's better than any alcohol or aphrodisiac. A couple of sips of this love potion and she'll be on your lap. So I gave some to my dog when he began to beg, and then he licked his bowl and he looked at me and did a wild thing on my leg. He used to scratch and bite me before he was much meaner, but now all the girls run to my house for the funky cold with me. With a little bit. She done was a man, so I grew up out on fool around with no Oscar Mayer wiener. You must be sure that the girl's beautiful, funky cold Medina.
1, 2, 3. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Amy, our bouquet toss winner here tonight. All right, now, all right, Dan, I got some personal questions to ask you, man. I'm gonna take a little walk with me. Take a little walk with me. Now, Dan, how long have you known Sheri before you guys decided, you know what, let's do this. Let's get married. How long has it been, man? It's been a long time, right? About 4 years. Now, ladies and gentlemen, well, I'm sure when the beautiful bride first met you, she thought, man, not only is he a tall, good-looking guy, but he probably has a lot of dance moves underneath that fine physique of his. Am I right, ladies and gentlemen? I need you to use all the moves in your basket, all right? Whatever you did to attract her that first day, I need you to work even harder tonight and make your way on over to your beautiful, brand new wife. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Put your hands together one more time for our groom here tonight. Once again, guys, I'm calling all the single guys, or at least the guys that still think they're single, to make their way out onto the middle of the dance floor. All right, ladies and gentlemen, on the count of 3, here we go now. 1, 2, 3. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Put your hands together one more time for our garter toss winner. And for the handsome gentleman that caught it. All right, guys, one more time. I need you guys to smile for the camera. One more quick picture with the bride and groom.
your birthday. We gon' sip a card like it's your birthday. And you know we don't give a fuck, it's not your birthday. You can find me in the club, bottle full of bug. Mama, I got what you need if you need to fill the buzz. I'm in the having sex, I ain't into making love. So come give me a hug, get in the getting rough. You can find me in the club, bottle full of bug. Mama, I got what you need if you need to fill the buzz. I'm in the having sex, I ain't into making love. So come give me a hug, get in the getting rough. When I pull up out front, you see the Benz on dub. When I roll 20 deep, so it's drama in the club. Now that I roll with Dre, everybody show me love. When you sell like Eminem, you get plenty of groupie love. But homie, ain't nothing changed. Roll down, G's up. I see exhibit in the cutting, man. Roll the trees up. If you watch how I move, I'm mistake before I play up here. Been hit with a few shells, but I don't walk with a limp. In the hood, in the night, they saying 50, you hot. They like me, I want them to love me like they love pop. But I lay in New York, Michelle, to tell you I'm loco. The plan is to put the rap game in the trunk. Going fully focused, man. My money on my mind, got a meal out the deal, and I'm still in the grind. Now shorty says she feeling my style, she feeling my flow. A girl from where they buy, and they ready to go. Find me a club, bottle full of bug. Mama, I got what you need if you need to fill the buzz. I'm in the having sex, I ain't into making love. So come give me a hug, get in the getting rough. You can find me in the club, bottle full of bug. Mama, I got what you need if you need to fill the buzz. I'm in the having sex, I ain't into making love. So come give me a hug, get in the getting rough. My flow, my show brought me to go. They brought me all my fancy things, my crib, my cars, my clothes, my shoes. Look on me, I done came over and I ain't changing. You should know, way more than you hate it. Oh, you mad? I think that you be happy I made it. I'm like cat by the bar, toasting to the good. Like moved out the hood, now you tryna pull me back. Right? When my jaw get the pumping in the club, it's on the eyes. The chick, so she smash, she gone. If the roof on fire, man, just let it burn. Talking about money, homie, I ain't concerned. I'ma take it with banks for me, cause go ahead, switch the style up. And if they hate, then let them hate them, watch the money pile up. Or we can go upside their head with a bottle of bug. Come on, they know what we be. You can find me in the club, bottle full of bug. Mama, I got what you need if you need to fill the buzz. I'm in the having sex, I ain't into making love. So come give me a hug, get in the getting rough. You can find me in the club, bottle full of bug. Mama, I got what you need if you need to fill the buzz. I'm in the having sex, I ain't into making love. So come give me a hug, get in the getting rough.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got a special surprise from the groom to the bride here tonight. Once again, guys, special surprise from the groom to the bride. And ladies and gentlemen, I need you all to be especially loud for the reason why we are here tonight. To the brand new Mr. and Mrs. Daniel Runk. Congratulations to the both of you guys. Gonna close it out with one more Bruce Springsteen song. All right, guys. Once again, let's get everybody surrounding the bride and groom. We're gonna close it out in grand style.
The girls out on the avenue, 'cause tonight I wanna be with you. Tonight I'm gonna take that ride across the river to the Jersey side. Take my baby to the carnival, and I'll take her on all the rides. 'Cause down the shore everything's alright. You and your baby on a Saturday night. And you know all my dreams come true when I'm walking down the street with you. Sing sha-la-la-la-la-la, 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 sha-la-la-la, I'm in love with a Jersey girl, you know she thrills me with all her charms. When I'm wrapped up in my baby's arms, my little girl gives me everything. I know someday that she'll wear my ring. So don't bother me, man, I ain't got no time. I'm on my way to see that girl of mine. 'Cause nothing matters in this whole wide world when you're in love with a Jersey girl. I see you on the street and you look so tired. Girl, I know that job you got leaves you so uninspired. When I come by to take you out to eat, you're lying all dressed up on the bed, and baby fast asleep. Go in the bathroom, put your makeup on. We're gonna take that little brat of yours and drop her off at your mom's. I know a place where the dance is free. Now baby, won't you come with me? 'Cause down the shore everything's alright. You and your baby on a Saturday night. Nothing matters in this whole wide world, no girl, no, no. When you're in love with a Jersey girl. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, one more time, let's make some noise for the brand new Mr. and Mrs. Daniel Rum. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of our bride and groom here this evening, I want to thank you all for coming out here and celebrating with them on their special day.